To London, Ontario, to Fanshawe College, and it's not even cold. We were gonna leave lots of times. We thought we'd be like snow and cold, but it's actually just rainy and 2 degrees, and not even wearing any of the winter gear we brought. We thought it'd be like way colder than Vancouver, but it's really not. My favorite breakfast is McDonald's. I love McDonald's breakfast, and we have one right across the street. So got my coffee and a cookie, a little bacon and egg McMuffin. Champion. People at McDonald's should send me stuff. I should sponsor them. It'd be good. They sponsor me? How does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I sponsor them. When I'm on the road, I have lots of downtime. You can imagine that I'm a solo act. I'm not like in a band, or I'm not like comedians. Generally, it's like a host in the middle and a headliner. So it's like 2 or 3. For me, it's me. So I don't talk to anyone. Drive by myself, drink in the hotel by myself. I go to the show, which is an hour on stage and maybe an hour before kind of setting up. So there's a solid 20-something hours a day where I'm doing nothing, talking to myself. That's why a lot of times, like, if I stay 2 nights in hotels, 2 or 3 nights, I'll always do the next night I'll do like a hostel, or I'll even like see if I have friends in the neighborhood and like do some couch surfing or whatever, just to mix it up and meet some people and have a little bit of a conversation, you know. It's so boring. I'll sit in my hotel room for like 6-8 hours just crushing Netflix, maybe go to the gym, and then literally I try just not to drink until later because I have nothing else to do. So a lot of emailing though. Get that homework done, that cold calls, emails, agents, contracts. I guess productive, but mostly just bored. So yeah, normally I get kicked out of one hotel at like 10, 11 in the morning, and I have to kill time so I can check into the next place, but they're letting me check in right now. So we got a free cookie, right? Yay, Doubletree. Fanshawe set it up good today.
Yep. 14th floor. Going up.
Hey, that's pretty good. You never know what you're gonna get at these schools sometimes, but this is a nice one. Now we try not to get fat. I love it when they got something to do. So right now we are headed to meet a guy for lunch. He's like a friend of a friend, but if I know anybody in the city I'm in, I'll hit him up for a meal or something. You know, it's like good conversation. Maybe they'll take you to a cool place to eat. Yeah, just trying to find any way you can to stave off the boredom. So I gotta call my brother pretty soon here. He called me, I missed his call. We talk like every day, every other day, especially when I'm on tour, because he drives a lot for work as like a sales guy in Alberta. He's just driving around to these farms and stuff in the prairies. So yeah, I'm driving, he's driving, so we just call each other every day, and it's cool. Like, we don't live anywhere near each other, but we talk so much, and it works for both of us. We just pass the time and, I don't know, catch up with your brother. It's good for me. The amount of money I spend on parking though. So when you're on the road, trying to not eat like shit is the hardest part, and I'm pretty good about it, except when a buddy tells me that you gotta have the milkshake somewhere, then you gotta have the milkshake. So
these are some of the best milkshakes in London, so if you're ever in Prince House.
this is the one to get. It's good. I don't regret it. And quitting my day job, I had nowhere near enough bookings to warrant that. But I'm like, fuck it, and I just did it. And that made all of the difference. Like if I never quit and I said, oh, I'll wait until I get enough bookings and then I'll leave my day job, I would never have left the day job.
See,
if I just quit and pull
that's
the cord,
kind of me. I'm like, oh, I want to have enough so I can move to Toronto and I have to come back in 2 months.
other way around.
But I'm like, no, I just need to go do it.
And then you'll find a way.
Kind of thing, because like I've quit all my day jobs.
Yeah.
And it's the best. Like,
the
reason I only got them.
Nice. There you go.
Burrito.
Thank you.
You guys.
Nice.
This diner is pretty much open. It's the only diner in town. It's
Yeah.
pretty much open all the time.
I'm down.
Their hours are like until we want to close. Yeah, I've noticed. Like, that's the thing. Is like, what do you want to tell people on stage that only you can tell?
Yeah.
So I do the sewing needles on stage.
Yeah.
I've been doing that one for a very long time, and I found a story that was connected to my childhood and, you know, traveling. I told you about my dad and going to New York and stuff. But 2 years ago, it put me in the hospital.
That's right.
A sewing needle perforated my stomach. So now, and like, best time I've ever had in the hospital, but now, I tell that story of going to the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm like, here are my x-rays. Here's what happens when it goes wrong. Here's the photo of like how they found it inside my stomach, because no one else is going to tell that story.
That's what I was going to say too. If you're looking for what story people are interested in, a story that you don't win. Like that's when someone's going to be like, every time I have, like, if I go somewhere, like I did these cruise ship shows and they went so terribly, it's my new favorite story. Like I eat it really bad at these two shows, and people love to listen to about someone failing. You're already up there kicking ass. They don't want to hear a story about how you kicked ass another time. They're like, oh, he actually had a really bad day. I have bad days every day, and they love that, right? Because their lives are horrible. I don't know. So we're back at Fanshawe for this night show. You know, it's our first night show on this tour, and it's good. It's going to be nice to see the difference between the crowd from yesterday here at noon to now. It's I don't know, it's been a good day. Wes Barker condoms. Oh yeah. Oh, if I forgot things, that might dictate it as well. So this right here, this is like 15, 20 minutes worth of tricks that took me 5 years to figure out. It's actually no real magic props. You could probably get all this at like a dollar store. And that's where I got all of this, so it's kind of a weird thing. Dollar store magic show. So regardless of what happens or how I feel right now, this is gonna be a great show. This stuff is gonna turn into like a lot of laughs, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. What's your... Did you go to class today? Yeah.
So this guy we've had up here, he's been on every Magic Challenge place. He fooled Penn and Teller. I know you guys don't know who the fuck that is, but it's impressive. Give it up, y'all. We got Wes Barker coming up.
Yeah. All right. Look at that. Quick question. Who here likes balloon animals? No. Yeah. No. They suck. No, you don't. No, you don't. Balloon animals suck. So, check this out. I got something for you guys that's better than a balloon animal. This is more like balloon swallowing. You'll see what I mean. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Thank you. That's how you swallow. That's how you swallow a balloon. Any questions? You guys good? Woo! All right, Matt. In the second row, what's your name? What's your name? Yeah. Alanis. Alanis right now, Alanis is looking at me like, this guy's too good looking to be a magician, right? Alanis, right? Right? No? She went like this, she went. Alanis, rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. Go for it. 6. 8. I got a 6 from the dude, that's fine. I got 8 over here, that's good. In Nebraska, I get a 10 every time, okay? Yeah. What I'm saying is if you think you're ugly, just move, okay? There's a place for you. Like, you would kill it in Wisconsin, my man. You go to Wisconsin, you would do so well. You go down there. Yeah, that's Wisconsin gut right there. Oh, my God.
It was good. I mean, all that worrying earlier, I made the right choices. It was crazy. We just finished the show. Yeah, I won him over. It was good. It was like a fucking cage match in there. Like, they're heckling and screaming. And, you know, I've got, after the show, I'm walking around. People are recognizing me, get a picture with me. Yeah, all in all, this is a good night. I'm pumped. This is a good day. We're gonna see some magic from my good buddy Jonah Babbins. We'll have it written here probably somewhere.
Bilbo Babbins.
But, yeah. Oh, that's how I remember it.
That's what people call me, Bilbo Babbins.
That's
I'm gonna call him Jonah because Jonah, we met at
like that
Magic Camp that doesn't exist
Maybe I'll call
anymore.
you
So they're nearby Peanuts. I might die any moment.
Oh, yeah.
This will be a very good moment for you. It'll be my last moment.
If you die here, we're gonna get a lot of views. So do it for the team.
Good.
Is that why you're coughing?
Yeah, I'm on my way. If I was to take 2 cards out of the deck, what's the highest? Oh no, that's perfect. What's the highest value that those 2 cards could add up to? If I
Is it over?
If you took 2 cards up, 20?
Close 26, 2K. You're a magician.
Oh, I see.
There was some
Yeah, so like 13, yeah.
Lift less than 26, not too little, so I'll be able to see it. It might be more actually. Just want to make sure you have it right. It's up to you. Perfect. Let me ask. Do you want 1 more or 2 more or 1 less or 2 less? Are you positive?
Yeah.
Let me show you what my prediction says. It says 15. Can you count how many you ended up with?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Here, look. Take these. Shuffle them. I'll shuffle these.
Alright.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then switch with me.
That's how I
So that make sure and make sure that they're yeah. Make
Brought
sure they're
my
there.
whole show.
Good.
Perfect. I'll take these back. This time lift less than 20, but put them right behind your back. So it can be a little tiny chunk. Doesn't matter. I'll lace them out like this.
Like, but I told him, I was like, yo, you should
Put your finger on. I'll lay a couple more. Put your finger on 1. It's not important.
It'll be in your best interest.
Take it. How much is that worth?
This worth 13.
Just the lecture.
13?
Right? Yeah, King. 13.
What happened to the show? The show's
Count
like,
how many you have.
oh yeah, well, we'll add
1,
it
2,
on.
3, 4,
I'm like,
5, 6,
after the
7,
fact?
8, 9, 10,
They still haven't
11,
added it on.
12,
They still haven't added it on.
13.
Like, so I like brought all my shit there. The whole point of doing that stupid thing was for the
There you
show,
have it.
right? Like, you know,
Fuck, that's good.
a couple years ago when
I like
this was
that.
the first time I ever did this.
Sorry, I was like, it was worth 10. That's so funny.
Here's the progression.
That's good.
Here's what I've been working
Okay.
on. And they're like,
That's how you do card magic. Don't watch any of my stuff
I use
now.
card
much
trick.
content.
That's awesome.
You didn't even use like it's fucked up.
I met him this summer at Magic Camp. He's a friend of Eric Leclerc's, and we had a great time. I had a good time jamming out with him and sharing ideas and listening to some of the really cool stuff that he's like bringing into Magic right now. I think anybody who is choosing to pick something more niche for their Magic is on the right track. And Wes has already made his mark in terms of being the stunt magician and being sort of on the, daring side of what he says and what he does. So, and I think that's already paid off for him.
Hello. Oh, introduce Lee?
Oh, I didn't.
Well, this
I'm
is
not
Lee.
dressed for this.
This is Lee.
I didn't know I was going to be on
Lee.
camera.
I'm shooting a documentary, my whole tour. I've been docking everything.
What's the doc about?
It's about what it's like to be a touring mid-level magician that's trying to make it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's been a lot of fun.
I love that. I love that concept.
Yeah, behind the scenes been fun. We're filming I'm doing open mic stand-up nights. We did the podcast yesterday. Then it's just 5 days straight of doing all these shows.
And does it end with a big show at Madison Square Garden?
I wish. I wish.
I met Wes at Sorcerer Safari Magic Camp, which is a magic camp here in Canada for children between the ages of 8 and 20. And 2016, I believe, was his first summer. But I've been in magic my whole life. My father's a magician. My father was a Flosso student, who was a very famous magician in New York, who taught my father when he was a kid. And then it was passed on to me. So I'm a second generation magician. So what does magic mean to me? I mean, it's a lifestyle. It means everything to me. I met some amazing people on the road. The road is very hard. You know, the road, if you're not prepared for the road, it will eat you. Your demons come out on the road. There are things that you just, all of a sudden, you wind up in a bar at 1 in the morning drinking more than you wanted to. You know, the road is funny that way. But if you have an idea of where you want to go and you have strength in what you do and believe in what you do, the road isn't as difficult. But still, being a performance artist is not easy. You know, it's telling the truth constantly.
The term comedy magic is a very common term in the world of magic, I guess. But to be honest, it actually gets a bit of a negative connotation. Most of the time when you hear comedy magic, it really sort of comes with this idea of really hacky kind of magic, you know, where there's all these shitty one-liners that everybody uses, and just very hack kind of style. And so it's actually not that great of a term, to be honest, like comedy magic. But I do think that magic and comedy are two very, very interesting art forms that work so well together if done in a personal way, right? Where you're not just using these lines that you know every magician has used and works, right? But when you really try to explore a personal comedy and use magic as the vessel to explore that comedy, I think it actually opens up a lot of different areas to explore. Where if you just do something like stand-up comedy, it's very limited to just the words and the language itself. Whereas magic, it's such a visual thing, and there's some physical elements that you can add. So there's so many different avenues of comedy to explore, which, as we know, there's many different avenues, right? There's not just stand-up comedy, right? There's physical comedy, there's slapstick, there's, you know, all these different types of versions out there, right? And magic is actually a really great way to explore all of these. But it has to be done in a very unique way that is, you know, comes from a personal side of, you know, whatever performer is doing it. And when you see that done right, it can be very beautiful and very eye-opening and inspiring. But it's rare. It's rare in this craft or art form that you want to call it, because it's oversaturated by the comedy magic, the comedy magician that has been coming to known as. But people like Wes Barker, you know, and Chris Ramsey, David Acker, all these magicians right now, there are a small collective group of magicians that are getting it, you know, and do know how to do it. Eric Leclerc, he's one of them, but you know, there's all these, especially in Canada, there's a small, concentrated group of talented individuals that are really trying to push that art form and that boundary and really try to explore some unexplored territory that, you know, you never know. You could find something beautiful. You just have to look. So we'll make a bet. We'll bet your money.
Yeah.
I bet that you cannot guess exactly what I have in my hand. Exactly everything. So it's a pretty good bet, right? For me. Yeah. Very terrible for you.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
Lip balm.
Very close. It's a cork.
That would not have got.
Yeah, but it also has an elastic band with a knot tied on the elastic, so you gotta guess all that shit. So basically, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that.
Take a look at the cork, though. All right. So I get your money. I get your money.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Let's try this. We'll use this. All right. We'll use your money and we'll use the cork. Or you create something strange. All right. Check this out. You got the cork, you got the bill, we'll just wrap this up. Yeah. This will all make sense. Never. But it will look cool.
Alright.
Alright? So I know you can see the solid cork in the bill, right? Yeah. So what the hell is gonna happen here? Alright?
Thank you. What is happening?
See?
You put nickels in there?
Some nickels. Okay. Want everybody to see this? Alright, 3 nickels. Watch. This is cool. We take 1, 2, 3 coins, all right? You might be able to hear it. You kind of hear it a little bit?
Yeah.
See if you look. Oh, no, hold on. There you go.
What the fuck?
1 nickel, okay? We'll try it again, all right? Watch. Take one. Right to the...
This is so genius.
No!
Alright, guys, the tally is in.
Look, the nickel's still there. You're the important. Of course, take a look.
Yeah, I see.
Make sure it's not an illusion. Make sure it's not an illusion, all right? Watch the last one.
What the fuck?
Watch the last one, okay?
First place winner.
You can see it in there,
Yeah.
right?
That's a $20 gift.
You can hear it in there, right?
That
Watch.
you can use
It's crazy.
tonight
We're gonna
or
seal it
another
up.
time.
Okay.
All right, so that there's no way to escape. Just pitch
You
it.
come without them.
Pinch it, yeah. And shake it like a bell. You can feel it, right? Shake it like a bell. You can feel it?
The
Yeah.
last place winner gets a kiss from me. Actually, not just a kiss,
All the
but
way
there's lots of kisses here. There's like
Is this yours?
10 kisses.
My handling of the
This
trick.
is so.
Isn't that
Is
sick?
that cool?
So first off,
Magic.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read all the scores
High fives.
that are not first and last.
That's so.
Oh, we got drinks. We got drinks.
And then yeah, everything good happened right here. Everything good that is good.
Everything that is good. Right.
That's like that old fucking.
The coin squeeze.
Yeah.
The coin squeeze with
I literally
no
bought that
bullshit,
for a
like
friend's dad the other
brass
day.
bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
what the hell is that?
It's like all fucking regular. It's a Japanese magician. His name's Price Magic.
And it just is it one of those things that just kind of works, or is there lots?
No,
of...
there's
there's
some
a
secret
secret.
shit. There's some secret shit.
Oh, sick.
I'll show you later.
Yeah.